If you have been generating your images one after the other, going ahead to animate them one after the other as an AI content creator or a faceless channel owner, that method is so outdated. In this video, I'm going to show you how to actually automate your workflow and cut down your content creation time by hours. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing you're going to do is go to your browser and type View 3 Automation. I'm going to put the link in the description so you can just click the link and it take you straight here. So once you come here, you go ahead and add the extension to your browser. And then once you do that, tap on your extensions and pin this particular extension so that the icon shows up here. Then go back to your browser and type Google Flow. You tap on the first one and you tap on Create with Flow. If you have not used it before or you haven't registered, it's going to open up an interface for you to sign in or sign up. So you go ahead and sign up with your Gmail account. Then tap on Flow and it will open up this interface. Just ignore it, just get started and then start a new project. This is the space we're going to be working. Right here you can change the title of what you're working on. I'm just going to label this tutorial and tap on the check next to it to save it. And let me walk you through. Once you tap on this plus sign, you get to see what you're working with. You can use this arrow to import links. And then down here, you get to have more control. Choose whether you want to generate an image or video, the aspect ratio, how many per generation you want, and the model. We're going to be using Nano Banana 2. Once you're done with that, I'm going to assume you already have the story you want to generate. I used ChatGPT to generate my story. I specifically asked it to give me the image generation prompts and then a character sheet for the character. I'm going to put all the prompts link in the description box. Feel free to use those and customize. So we're going to copy this character sheet. This character sheet basically gives us different angles of our characters so that once the flow is generating images or videos of them, it captures it more accurately. So copy your character sheet, paste it here and tap on enter for it to generate the first image. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it skips, so just use this arrow right here to rerun it and it will regenerate the same image. While that is generating, here are my credits. Because I signed in with a new email account, it gave me 150 credits and it renews every day. So every day I get 50 extra credits. Our image is generated. This is our character. To save this image in a better quality, just tap on the download right here and then upscale to 2K. That is the highest you can go with a free version of the Flow subscription. Once that is saved, tap on this icon of the extension we just installed. Open it up. There's a bunch of things here, but don't get confused. I'm going to walk you through it slowly. So up here you have the user guide in case you need it, and then you can change your language and you can contact them through Discord. Then you have control, you have setting, then you have debug log, just ignore that. Then here we have text to video, frame to video, ingredients to video, text to image, image to image. We're going to be using image to image right now. So for this prompt part, just leave it as it is. Then for this random delay, just take it to about 20 to 30 seconds. This is just so that it will have enough time to process whichever failed attempt. Then right here, you're going to import the image you're going to use. I forgot to tell you, you need to save your characters by their names. For instance, if you have, let's say, 2 different characters in this story, you save them by their names. This is so that once it goes through the prompts, it will be able to tell with who is who and which is which. For the max input per prompt, just leave it according to the number of your image. Because I have just one character, one person here, I'm just going to do one image. If you have more than that, you can select the number of your characters or the number of your images. Then for the prompts, go ahead to ChatGPT and copy your prompt. Make sure you ask ChatGPT to describe each prompt with the person's name. Like describe the action of the person using their name so that it will be able to tell, okay, this is who is performing this and this is who is saying that. Please pay close attention now. Once you bring in your prompt, you have to format it in a way that this AI will understand. Okay, go ahead and delete things like the scene numbers, the scene headings. Just leave the actual prompt and then leave a line, a space between each prompt. So the AI knows, okay, this is the first prompt, this is the second prompt, because it is going to, that is how it is going to produce each frame. So I'm just going to go ahead and format this, just delete all the unnecessary things and just leave one line between each of the prompts. Once you're done with that, you're going to notice that each image has been assigned the right prompt. Go down now and then output per prompt. I'm just going to leave it at 1. Then you can save it to, you can rename the folder to whatever you want, just to know where you saved your pictures or your files. So once you've done that, don't be tempted to tap on this run just yet. Just hold on, scroll back up to settings. We're going to need to put some things in place. So first, take this to image. Okay, for the images we're going to generate. This view 3 is just for the video, so you can just ignore that. I'm just going to leave it at fast anyway, but we don't need it for now because we're generating images. Then for the model, we're going to leave it at Nano Banana 2 because that is even what we can use with the free version, and it really does a good job. Then you're going to change your aspect ratio to whichever one you like. I'm going to leave it for YouTube. Then it generates, this is for video anyway, but it generates an 8-second video, but this is for video, we don't need that now. Then max retries, this is for instance if it encounters an issue generating an image, it will take about 5 seconds, or it will take about 5 tries to try and regenerate the same image, so we're going to leave it at 5. Then this again is for video. It saves at 720p for the free version. We're just going to leave it at that. You can see by the rescale later. Then for auto download, we're going to leave it at 2K. Then just go ahead and save your settings. Go back up to control now and you'll be able to run your prompt. Go back, scroll all the way down and tap on run. Now this is where you're done. You're just going to allow it to do its job. Once I tap on run, I'm not doing anything else. Everything going on right now on this scene is the stuff doing its magic. So right here you can see it is running all the prompts. It will take a prompt, put it in the box, do all the settings itself and just carry on. I'm not doing anything. Okay, I'm just going to tap on agree right here and let it continue. It's going to take not too long. It is actually very fast, which is impressive. One thing you're going to notice is that some images will fail to download, like I said, but because we have set it to try 5 times, it is going to retry on its own to regenerate the image. You don't need to do anything else. All our images are now downloaded, as you can see here. I'm just going to dismiss these. Now, I'm going to show you how you can turn these images into video using almost the same way, just a few different settings. These images are already saved in your device, by the way, because we set it to automatic download. So once you go to your files, downloads, you're going to see them. Now, to automatically turn these images into videos, just come back here, tap on clear, then go back up and we're going to select frame to video. This is because we're using individual frames and turning them into video. You can tap on ingredients if you have maybe multiple characters in your scene or multiple characters in your frames. Okay, so we're going to tap on frame to video. Then we're going to come here, just leave it as it is. I didn't touch anything here. Then again, copy your video generation prompts from ChatGPT and do the same formatting. Remove the unnecessary scene numbers, unnecessary scene headings, just leave the actual action. Okay, once you have done that, you're going to notice that down here there are no pictures assigned to any scene yet. That is because we have not added any pictures, right? So we're going to go up and start adding our pictures according to the scene numbers or according to the prompt. So for instance, for the first prompt, we already generated the image, so we know what the first image prompt looks like. So you import the first prompt image first. You import the images according to the prompt. So for the second action, you import the second image that matches the prompt, and you do that for all the prompts. Now you have images assigned to each prompt. So down here, we're just going to leave it as it is. We're saving it in the same folder. Then let's scroll back up to the settings tab to just do a few settings before we tap on run. Turn this to frame to video because we're now generating videos. Then I'm going to leave this as view 3.1 fast. Leave this on Nano Banana 2 aspect ratio remains the same. Everything else remains the same basically. Save settings, come back to control and tap on run. It's going to do the same thing it did with the image generation. It might take a little bit longer because this is video. So by the time I was done making myself a cup of coffee, my videos were done generating. Let's have a look-see. Some of them were good, some of them were wonky, because it's AI. So you can just go ahead and try as much as you want to get the right clips. Well, I quite like some of them, to be honest. Once you're done, you can just go ahead and clear this and close up your extension. So I have 10 credits left from generating about 7 videos, which is not bad. You get a refresh of 50 more credits tomorrow. You can now take these clips to your video editor and put them together, add your soundtrack, your sound effects, and you have your movie. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.